Hi, my name is Per, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit about as the title says, I'm feeling like I found a crazy energy source. So, how the fuck do I put this in the best way? So when when you go out and you do something, usually you kind of gather up energy and then go out and do that stuff and spend energy, and then you go home and rest or gather energy, however you want to call it, whatever it is you're doing to get back to being able to do something else or the same thing or whatever it is that you are doing and need the stuff for. Anyway, so basically it's a little bit like this, right? So out here in the real world, as we call it, ever so popularly, we see images all the times that are, or all the time, that are like you take a picture and you go to a fountain and you fill it up at the fountain, and then you go to somewhere where that which is in the picture is needed, and you pour it out, and then you basically go back to the fountain and you fill it up again. And so that's it, right? And so that's the image that we are constantly seeing. So that's the image that we are living by as a reality. And that's all good. I mean, it's perfect. That's the way physical reality works, right? But there's a twist to it because energy is different. So here's where the analogy goes a little bit off the physical world and goes into metaphors and whatever. So basically, what I figured out is that when and this is just my way of having gotten there, right? I may have said something in another video, but at a point I just went like, okay, I'm tired of fears, I'm tired of having to think about what do I need to do, having to worry about what the fuck do I need to do, having all kinds of shit going on. So I kind of just said like, okay, look, I'm tired of all this. I'm just gonna put it on you, universe. I don't give a fuck anymore. It's not mine. I can't do anything. It's just, it doesn't belong to me. It's other people's problems that I get sucked into. It's other people's fears that I'm living out. I just want to experience life without harming anyone, right? I just want good experiences full of love. I don't care about lack of love. I just want love, right? I just want to live in good energy and enjoy life. And then without like anything, it was like the universe said, oh, okay, thank you for finding or for stopping the play and beginning reality, right? You, your path is here, right? And I start like, like spirit is talking to me, right? My spirit is moved. I don't know how many examples of this, and I'm just like flabbergasted of what the heck is going on. But what I then discover within this is that whatever resources I give out, I just receive again. And like the picture, like, so basically what's going on, if we go back to the pictures thing, is it's like, for lack of better word, that the universe, God, whatever the heck you feel like you want to call it, said, okay, I'm gonna alter your job now that you have stepped into service, heard your call, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't give a shit. Um, and what I'm going to do is put this button on. Now, all you have to do is promise me you press this button and then you pour. And I'm like, okay, seems easy. Press the button and I pour, right? And for some reason, the whatever I pour just seemed to be, or pour into, just seems to be like taking way more, or looking like it has this much space, but it has three times that space in there somehow, right? So it just keeps like, hey, 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 oh, okay. And then I'm done pouring and the glass is full, whatever. And I'm looking at the picture and I'm ready to go and fill it up at the fountain. And I'm looking at the picture and it's full. And I'm like, what? So I start pouring out and I notice it's fucking like when I push that button, a fountain came straight into the picture. And when I poured, it just started pouring. So all of a sudden, I wasn't even spending my own energy. All of a sudden, I was doing 5 or 6 things that would have like left me tired, and nothing. I felt more energized after coming out of going through that than before I went in. And I'm, of course, ascribing this to being like extra excited that I'm still at 100%, right? So, of course, that excitement put me at 120. And I mean, it was so crazy. Like, I ended up at some point like being 100% full of energy. And when I was 100% full of energy, only 30% of that energy was my 100% of energy. So I had almost 2.5 times more energy in me than was mine. I was running around for a couple of days like rah, 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 all the fucking time. So energized. So like I couldn't, it was starting to get to me on some level, right? And all of a sudden I met someone and we just clicked, and all of a sudden we just had this spiritual energy exchange within a hug. And I sat down and I was as calm as the mar or as the ocean when there is nothing, right? Like from being like, okay, let me put it like this: 5 minutes before I entered a bar and I was in there 30, 40 seconds inside where they were playing music, and I was bam, 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 bam. Okay, that is to say, I'm a 53-year-old person, right? So that's not exactly normal for, and everyone was looking and thinking, what the fuck is this guy on, right? And yeah, I don't know what kind of energy I was on, but holy fuck. That's how energized I was, right? And then after that hug, every kind of desire, want, need in me, every excess energy, it was not a problem anymore, because all of that excitement was starting to make me nervous, right? And when it starts to make you nervous, then it becomes kind of like a negative toward energy, if you want to call it that. And so it I mean, I'm so happy she did that, because I couldn't calm down. Like, there was no fucking way I could calm down. So that was crazy. I mean, all that aside, right? That's how much energy I ended up with at some point after I figured this out, right? So be careful. I cannot say that, and I will tell you this: there will be times where you feel like, what the fuck is going on? Am I going crazy? Is this just what the fuck? Uh, but just keep it calm, just keep it centered, and just stay with that. It's just energy that's moving you around. It's not because your mind is breaking down. It's just energy moving you around. And so, because it does that and it moves around inside of you, you kind of sometimes get a focus on some things, and maybe then some other things, and it can seem like you have scatter mind, right, or something. And that's how sometimes things are when you, well, get overfed by energy, if you want to call it that, right? Maybe it's because at some point we are supposed to, like, also feed energy out, but we forget to. So we end up closing. And so it just overfills, even though it can't overfill. So it just like expands. And all of a sudden, instead of having an energy bag of 1,000, you have an energy bag with 3,000 in it, right? Whatever. But it's very interesting. Yeah. Anyway, I think that was it. Hope it's coherent enough to actually get something out of it. Anyway, enjoy. See you later. Bye.